problem is it's on Disney. And I
Okay.
understand that they bringing back everything whoop-de-whoop, but at the end of the day, Disney has the final say in the shit that's dropping. And I just don't know if it's going to be the same product.
Thanks for tuning in to the No Clearance Podcast. Now subscribe, hit that like button, and enjoy the clip.
No clearance. So this week, I'm going to start off with the Daredevil trailer, the highly anticipated trailer that, like, we've been waiting for this show to come back for years now. I think it ended in 2018. So they finally dropped the trailer for the new season of the Daredevil, new show for Daredevil coming out this March, I believe.
Yes.
And the trailer I thought was amazing. I thought it was really good. I thought it brought back the vibes of the OG show. I'm hoping that they learned their lesson with all these bad shows, because Marvel's been sucking with the TV shows. I mean, they had a hit recently, but like other than that, it's been duds. Like they have a couple hits here and there, but like Loki, WandaVision, Agatha All Along.
Whoa.
Agatha All Along.
Don't talk about WandaVision. Wait, what are you saying? WandaVision's good?
Yeah, it's good. I'm saying those are the only good ones.
My bad. I was about to say, boy, I
thought you was about to. And then I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but like that one's like iffy. Some people liked it, some people didn't. So like it's exciting to see that Marvel's bringing back a character that we love, a cast that we love. They're literally bringing everybody back who was in the original show. They're not gonna switch it up. They're like, fuck it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because they already tried to fix it and it went terrible, and they literally fired everybody. They recorded 6 episodes and then like fuck it and fired everybody and started from scratch. So hearing that makes me excited to be like, they're trying to do it right. They're actually listening to the fans. So let's just hope it's gonna be good. Did you guys happen to see the trailer?
I did.
What do you guys think?
Casey, would you like to go first?
I did not watch it.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I'll be honest with you, man. I wanted to get excited. I wanted to.
Yeah.
But in the same vein that I felt about DC and their movies, I've been feeling the same way about Marvel and their shows.
Okay.
So
that's a valid argument. I can't argue it. The shows have been finicky.
I'm not going to.
Oh, that's trauma.
I'm not going to get too excited about this. I do like Daredevil. I enjoyed the the seasons that they had on Netflix. My only problem is it's on Disney. And I understand that they bringing back everything whoop-de-whoop, but at the end of the day, Disney has the final say in the shit that's dropping. And I just don't know if it's going to be the same product.
Okay. I mean...
So I can't get too hyped.
I will say the trailer did make it seem... I mean, they were showing the violence. They was bringing the violence. I don't know if they're going to bring the swear words.
Ooh.
But Deadpool proved that they can do it now. I think Deadpool and Wolverine being rated R, their first rated R Marvel movie, and being so successful, I think they're going to be way more loose with how much they make it family friendly. If you get what I'm saying?
They're going to take more risk.
Yeah, I think I think the success of Deadpool and Wolverine being rated R is going to let them be like, let's push the envelope a little bit. Let's see what we could get away with. Let's see. So, I don't know. Like I said, the shows have been finicky. Secret Invasion, ass. Ass. I can't believe they did my boy Samuel Jackson like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Moon Knight, ass.
Nah, Moonlight was solid though.
It was straight. That shit, I was expecting basically Daredevil. That came out before they was confirming Daredevil. So I was expecting Daredevil with Moon Knight. And we got fucking giant people fighting in the desert. It's stupid.
Yeah, giant
She-Hulk.
birds.
that didn't
that was tragic.
That wasn't good. I tried. I was hoping for.
You know what? That I tried on that too, and it just.
bad.
I mean, they even had Meg.
Yeah, they had Meg, and it was. Looking back at it, was cringy. I tried too hard.
She-Hulk was talking that thing.
Yeah, she was. She was. Daredevil was actually in that, so that was when they first brought him back. So that was cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, like Loki's cool. I didn't watch the second season, but I hear it's really good.
Yeah, it was solid.
Agatha All Along was fire. That shit was gas. I was watching it and I was literally like, wait, is this good? I haven't had a feeling like that for a show in a long time. But
I got one question.
Yeah,
actually, I got one demand because this kind of feels like when J. Cole dropped the warm up mixtape.
Okay.
Disney, Marvel, Luke Cage needs to come back now.
So
I don't want no fucking excuses. Luke Cage must come back.
What's the hold up with Luke Cage? I thought the last
Luke Cage was part of the Netflix, those Marvel Netflix shows. And I was watching Luke Cage before.
Okay.
So it's just the fact that if you're going to bring back Daredevil.
I mean, no, that's valid.
But that's my thing. They got to make sure it's good, because if it's good, they may bring him back.
You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, they're going to be...
one basket, and then
it's honestly, I think they're going to try and bring back that universe and actually have them in the MCU instead of like... They're in the MCU, but not really, They mention it here and there, but not really at the same. So, like, I like to see that there's going to be actually some transparency between that. I like to see them stretching the envelope and bringing now that they have all the Marvel characters, bring them all together. And I think if this show's successful, and then Fantastic Four is successful, they're back. But if this show's ass... I'm a little bit more wary of Fantastic Four, and if Fantastic Four's ass, that's gonna kill them. They can't afford for that because that's their next the shit. That's the team. You know what I'm saying?
That's the next big ticket.
Yeah, that's supposed to be. They're supposed to be like the new squad, like them. Like they're putting a lot on it. So if that's bad, they're done. Marvel's dead. I'm still gonna watch it, but like. I know the product's probably gonna start to suffer. That's all I got to say. But in other Marvel news, Damson Idris allegedly came out and said that he turned down the role as T'Challa in Black Panther.
I ain't mad at that.
That's the guy from Get Out, right?
From Snowfall.
Snowfall and the Hive.
Yeah, I got you. Snowfall.
He was in the Hive first episode of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Honestly,
I'm glad he turned that down.
I think that's the worst thing he could have done for his career, because he looks like Black Panther low-key, like in the comics. Chadwick Boseman didn't really look like Black Panther in the comics. Like if you think about it, I think of Damson Idris, just like the way he's like clean cut and like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think of. I'm not saying Chadwick Boseman wasn't great as Black Panther. I like his rendition of Black Panther more. But I'm just saying, Damson Idris actually looks like Black Panther. Like, if I were going to think of the new T'Challa, I thought, like, the son would grow up and be Damson Idris. That's how I felt. Like, I was like, oh, he should be Black Panther, in my opinion.
I can see that.
I mean, do we... Okay. Outside of Snowfall, what has he done that we like?
Nothing. He got a movie coming out.
I mean, that's my thing, though.
With Brad Pitt. It's supposed to be a big movie.
I think Chadwick Boseman was perfect for the role in regards to black people love Chadwick Boseman.
They do.
Before Black Panther.
They do.
He played all the black roles.
Mm-hmm. He played.
So it just
Jackie
made
Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. Yeah.
James Brown.
Thurgood
Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall was crazy, but good for him.
That was insane.
That was crazy.
Insane.
I should have played Thurgood Marshall. The nigga was my complexion.
That was a bit of a stretch, you know.
He
did a good job. I'm just saying.
Made it work.
But that's how you know he was such a good actor, because I feel like people were like, but he did such a good job, and it's like, okay.
I loved him as James Brown.
Damson,
I think he had too much fun on that one.
I know Damson was Snowfall, and Damson on he was in that first couple episodes of The Hive before they got killed.
He was in the first episode. That was it.
Yeah, and
so
I
he's
just,
more of like a show guy.
But like he's got a movie coming out this summer with Brad Pitt. It's supposed to be a big movie, like IMAX movie. Like it's like
maybe
F1.
That's what it is.
It's called F1.
He hasn't had like his big movie moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Chadwick had so many big movies before Black Panther. It was like, oh yes. I feel like he's still like not at that point where he's ready for that big Marvel movie.
Did he play Jesse Owens too? Was Chadwick Owens Jesse Owens?
Yeah.
Or was that somebody else?
That was somebody else.
No.
That was somebody else who played Jesse Owens. But here's my thing, bro. Because he's only done Snowfall, like that's the only thing he's done. Like, yeah, that first episode of that show, yeah, that's cool and all. But in a couple years, ain't nobody gonna remember that show Swarm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first episode of Swarm, ain't nobody gonna remember that. But they're gonna remember Snowfall. So like I think this would have been a good next level for him to get into the movies. Especially
maybe
since
he just didn't want to be
young,
part of the
fresh.
But maybe he just didn't want to be That's a commitment.
Yeah, that
is
a commitment.
That
is a big commitment.
That is.
And I understand that, but I think that would have been such because low key to me he fits the mold. I'm like that would have been a good. I mean, hey, to each his own. I still think he should have did it, but if he's gonna go that route, he needs to start dropping his shit. That's all I gotta say. He needs to start coming out with his movies, his period pieces.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's done stuff to the point where that would have made sense.
Exactly.
Somebody like Chadwick, he has done different projects.
Yeah.
We've seen different sides. I think he has a depth to him when he's acting. Right?
I get that.
For you to be able to do like these big figures within the community, that's not light work. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's very thespian and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this, he's just too young. You just haven't done enough, you know?
But here's what I'm saying though. But before we had Thor, Chris Hemsworth, it was nothing. So it's another way to just push bring someone else who didn't do anything and wasn't famous because I feel like they've been trying to get a lot of name recognition lately with who they're casting, like with Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Like they're trying to get people with names now, and I'm like, give someone a chance who doesn't really have a name yet.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yeah, that's what my point is. But I get why he probably doesn't want to be part of a franchise. He probably wants to be able to do whatever he wants whenever he wants. It's a big commitment, like what Tyler was saying.
Yeah, with Marvel, you're locked in for a couple of years. That's not like
10. I think it's like 10.
Yeah, them niggas call you. You got to show up. I mean,
yeah, I think it's like 10. And then he also turned down James Bond.
He wasn't no James Bond, though.
He was going to be James Bond?
Yeah, they allegedly turned down James Bond.
He's not a James Bond.
Okay,
that's
so
just like a young James Bond.
What makes you feel that way, Tyler?
Look, man, I set this up by saying my father is a huge James Bond fan. We have volumes 1 through like 3 of James Bond movies. I think there's only 2, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The there was rumors that Idris was going to be the James Bond. I'm gonna be honest, like James Bond has to have a certain level of swag, a certain level of confidence, a certain level of appeal. I just don't think he's there yet. I just don't think he's there. I don't think he fits the mold.
You got to have a little hair on your chest, is what you say. You got to be. Yeah, that's fine.
Now, mind you, is he British?
Yeah, he's British.
He is.
Yeah, in that sense, he may have fit. It would have been a little more natural, maybe for him.
But Idris is British too.
Fair. But and Idris kind of has like he's just brolic. He's kind of he's smooth enough. You know what I'm saying? Like he can play that role. I
think Idris would have been perfect. I personally don't think James Bond should be a black man.
Interesting. Why is that?
Why the fuck do we gotta be this white character? I don't care about Jay. We need our own character.
But 007 is not a
007
Leroy
fine.
Green.
007's fine. But
that's the name.
007 is fine.
Oh, but he shouldn't have the name.
But he shouldn't be James Bond because he's not James Bond. Here's my thing. Every time they have like a big
hold
white...
on, I'm gonna pause you. James is black as fuck. James? That sounds like an older black guy.
I mean, I feel
maybe we might change the last name. But
I know James, a lot of black Jameses and a lot of white Jameses.
I don't know too many white Jameses.
It's a very common name. I know
Pretty
a lot.
religious.
I know a couple white Jameses.
But what I'm saying is, James could be black.
Yeah, but I don't want him to be black.
Jameson Bondone.
Come on now.
Open your third eye.
I don't know about that. My whole thing is I don't think we should be feeling like some roles are just too white.
Bruh, there's nothing too white
It's like
about.
the whitest white thing. We don't need that type.
How?
As a black actor, you don't need them type of problems.
The nigga's a secret agent.
Yeah, he's the whitest. He's been a white man for 40-something years.
Okay, hold on. Let's go down this road, right? There's been other like several action remakes before, right? So we had Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was, Brad and Angelina. There was a remake of this essentially with Childish Gambino and
some Asian girl.
And some Asian girl.
Yeah.
Now, I understand what Jalen's saying. The premise is there, but it's been so Caucasian, you know, so whiteified that it's like, I can't unsee it. But I would say to that extent, it's just not black enough. We need to blackify.
I mean, look, the movies are called 007, so it could be he just maybe I get what you're saying. Change the name. He could be a different agent, but he's still 007.
But they already did that in the last movie with LaShonda Lynch. She was 007.
What was wrong with it? I like it.
That's fine. They could be 007. They just can't be James Bond. That's like having a white person coming in and playing Action Jackson or Foxy Brown.
Yeah,
How
you're right
dare
about
they?
that.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
I get it.
But I think we don't need these type of problems because the actor's gonna play this role, right? And then they're gonna get all the fucking hate, all that's anything gonna talk about. Yeah. And the Little Mermaid was bad. Let James Bond be a black man.
But I want to say that shouldn't be a deterrent, though.
It shouldn't be a deterrent, but also it's like, why?
It's reality.
It's avoidable. Nobody wants, unless it's Idris Elba.
What if they made the whole thing black?
So hold on, I will counter that. Wouldn't the black version of 007, and once again, I'm just throwing this out here. Wouldn't the black version of that be Shaft or no?
Shaft is more black exploitation. And 007 is more like a black CIA, like national intelligence spy. Shaft is more like, hey, brother, don't you come on my street. Stop selling them crack. Stop selling crack on my corner, brother.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Let me tell you something, Jack. If you go come over here.
White Shaft would be insane. Listen here, bucko.
Listen here, bucko. Black Shaft was like, let me tell you something, brother.
But that's my whole thing. Like, I think Idris Elba would be amazing at it. Honestly, that's the only person they should go to if they're gonna do a black James Bond.
I'm trying to think of like black actors who I feel like could absolutely.
Aaron Pierre. He's British.
At this point in time, at this point in time, he can get Aaron Pierre can get away with that.
I just think Aaron Pierre is too tall.
Michael B. Jordan. I think Michael B. Jordan would be a good James Bond.
They ain't gonna cast the American.
They won't. I'm just saying. I just think Michael B. Jordan. I think
that's
Michael B. Jordan.
Fucked up though.
They already said it. James Bond will never be an American.
And that's fine with me. I'm just gotta let the people know.
He
I'm
could
shout out
sleep
to
with Halle Berry,
Michael
but
B.
he can't be American. That's crazy.
No, Clarence.